So you're thinking about making the move to Lakewood, Ohio? Well, stick around because we're going to take a dive into 3 different properties, all priced at different price points. We're going to take one of the 200s, the high 300s, and then we're going to make a jump up to the high 500s. I'm going to take you through the neighborhoods and show you around, but as you see, and as you will see in the video, they're all pretty similar. They're all just kind of different streets, different locations, but yet they're all going to be close by to different amenities, stores, restaurants, parks, schools, you name it. All right, here we go. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel and you want to learn everything there is about the Cleveland market, Cleveland, Ohio, living in Cleveland, Ohio, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you can stay up to date on the current market and everything there is to know about this. My name is Chip Sweeney and this is Living in Cleveland, powered by Vancouver Homes. And today we are going to take a look at Lakewood, Ohio, so that we can take you through and teach you what it's like to live here in a nice city close to the water. We're at one of the busier spots right now, what they call downtown, and it has everything that you're going to need. We have the shopping center behind us. We have some stores, restaurants over here, and we're about to dive in to take a look at some different homes, values, and what they have to offer. All right, here we go. All right, guys, we are at our first stop in Lakewood, Ohio. And as you can see behind me, we are at some condos and apartments. These are actually on the water. They're on Edgewater, so you can kind of see back there, get a glimpse. You'll see some B-roll here soon, but I just wanted to show you what's here. Some older buildings, but you get kind of a decent amount and the money goes pretty far. So actually in this building here, we have one for about $55,000. It is a studio, however, so about 575 square feet, and unfortunately, it's about the 3rd floor. However, what this comes with is it comes with all your electricity, all your utilities paid minus your Wi-Fi, which is great. You know, some people love that, and if you're an investor, sometimes, I don't know, it could be nice, a nice way to start. However, it is an older building. They are older units. Some of these are getting redone and are kind of getting their updates to them. As you can kind of see on some of these over here, they do have some of the window units. However, it's a great starter place. And as you can see, there's also some condos right behind me that offer pretty close access to the water, which is great. However, over here on this side, you're gonna get pools, you're gonna get a rooftop, nothing crazy up there. It's gonna just be something simple where you can kind of relax, go up there, get some sun, if you like tan, whatever it may be. But it is nice that you can kind of have this $55,000, 575 square feet home space. It is a studio, and I know in this particular building, you do have laundry on every floor. Some of these buildings do differ, however, and 55,000 is kind of the starting though. Some may be a little lower, but for example, I know that one went for about $75,000 in here for a 1 bed, 1 bath, right? So your own separate bed, however, your own bedroom. It isn't a studio. And then down here, as we get that way, you're gonna see things to be a little bit more expensive. They are little newer buildings that way with ground floor restaurants and things of that nature, which is a nice amenity to it. But some of these will go up to about $250,000, depending on the floor and how many beds and baths. But it's something to keep in mind. It is kind of a nice feature. It's a nice place, for whatever reason you wanted a condo on the lake in Cleveland, Ohio to come to in the summertime. It's definitely affordable and it's an option to get into Lakewood, Ohio. Alrighty guys, we're at our next stop. So this one is going to be priced at $275,000. It is a 3-2, so a little smaller. It's 1,416 square feet. All right, it was built in 1913. It's about $194 per square foot. But some things stand out. So you can kind of see that the street's a little bit more open, but it also looks pretty much the same, right? So you're gonna get this through Lakewood, where the streets, you have a couple main streets that will, you know, spit you out onto the neighborhoods, into the neighborhoods, or onto the streets where all the houses are, right? And that's a big thing here, which it's very common, so just expect that. But a lot of houses or the streets do look alike Some are lined a little differently, different trees, but as you can kind of see, we do have cars parked on the street, and that's very common, So you are going to get street parking here in Lakewood. Again, both of these homes are actually about 5 minutes away from downtown Lakewood, which is great. You can walk there very easily. They're also very close to a nice sized park in Lakewood that's right on the water. And also that park has a swimming pool there and a lot of different things that you can do, including beach volleyball. I shouldn't say beach because it's not a beach, but you can't stand for sand volleyball. So that's an option as well. But again, you could walk to either that way, which is the direction we're heading, which is towards the water, or behind us, which you would get to the downtown district, or not district, but downtown, which is really great. But another thing to note is this is just open again. You're going to see kind of that same architecture where some of these houses are a little older. Some of them are also looking like they're duplexes, which they are, and some of them aren't, but you get a big diverse range of style, architecture, and age in a lot of these, many coming from the 1900s. And so keep in mind, many of these houses, and you might see it in the video, do have upstairs window units. So sometimes with these older styled homes, if the AC doesn't get updated or get updated properly, you're gonna get those warmer upstairs, right? You're gonna get the hotter second floor levels, which sometimes can push people out of the area, of the neighborhood, making them kind of want that newer home, right? So it's something to keep in mind. But with this one here, we are actually on a street. At the end of the street is a school, and again, very easily accessible, very easy to get to, and that is very common with Lakewood. You're always going to have easy access to many of the amenities and to whatever you need, which is a fantastic aspect. All right, so along with this price tag at $275, some things about this house: the inside is updated. However, you may need to touch up the paint. So in this particular home, it does have pink walls. If that's what you like, then so be it. That's fantastic. But sometimes if you're a buyer, or even if you're selling, you usually go for the kind of the neutral color, something that you'll be ready to move into, just so that you're happy with it. And when you decide to get to it, you get to it. Or if you're on the selling aspect, you kind of have that neutral color so that you make sure to get as many people coming through or looking at the home as possible. So it's just something to keep in mind. But along with that, some of the appliances are a little older. The floors, though, were updated, and some of the other rooms and bathrooms, right? Some things that are a little bit of the bigger projects. All right, we're gonna head to the next one. All right, guys, we are at our next stop, and we have this house right here, priced at $390. It's 1,954 square feet, and it's about $200 per square foot. It's a 4.2, and it's updated completely. Very modern, very nice, and it has a bunch of great additions and a lot of updates to it, which is very unique to this Lakewood area. So one thing I do want to point out here is, you can kind of see behind me, we have a lot of trees on the street, which is a hit or miss on some of these Lakewood streets. Some of them will be tree lined, while others may be open, allow the sunlight to come through and all that. Some of the things that I do want you to notice as I'm walking by some of these other homes, you're gonna see that some of them might look like they're duplexes, and they are indeed. So Lakewood is very unique in the sense that you're gonna have a lot of single family homes scattered around with single family homes. I think I just said that twice, so I'm gonna rephrase that, but it's a lot of single family homes mixed with duplexes, which is very cool, very unique, and it allows for actually great investments if that is something that you are interested in. I'm gonna cross the street here because I know there is a duplex across the street from that one. It is not for sale, but it is there, and I wanna show you. So it offers great kind of opportunities for investors, or if you are looking to purchase it, you can, get a specific loan, purchase it, live in one of the units, whether that's the up or down, and be able to rent out the other one so that they can pay off your mortgage, which is a great way if you're a first-time home buyer and you may not have that money, but you want to get into kind of an investment and start out. That's a fantastic way to do it. So I'm looking for this. You're also going to see that there's a lot of, there's going to be the older style homes that are still older. They may need some painting. And then you're also going to see some newer style homes. I'm going to check show you that in just a second. But as you can see, right behind me, this is a duplex. We have the 2 doors, 2 entrances, which is always nice and separate, which is very easy for them. But also, right over there, you have a new, not new, but I should say, an updated home. You know, they've painted, they've done their additions and what they wanted to do to it, and they've made it unique to themselves. And you're gonna see that scattered throughout Lakewood, just kind of that mix of the older style, maybe they need some painting, and then the updated ones that have been painted and just people have made unique to themselves. All right, we're gonna be on to the next. All right, guys, this is our last stop, but this is going to be the most expensive here at $599, and it is a 4-bed, 3-bath, completely renovated. Everything has been changed, and I mean everything. So that's all the way down to the electrical, which is very important to note because here in Lakewood, you do have older styled homes, like we mentioned. So some of these houses do have old wiring, right? So some of them, the knob and tube is still present, which I'm not saying it's active, but it's present, right? So it is definitely something to keep in mind when you're looking at homes, especially these here in Lakewood, since they are a little older. It is something that you have to pay attention to. Now this one completely changed. And again, it's a 4.3. We don't actually know the size of the house. It's not there, but it is on a 5,400 square foot lot and it was built in 1913. So it's just something to keep in mind that yes, these are older, but you can do a lot with them. And it is, again, it's minutes from downtown, which you will see in this video. And along with that, it's on the south side of downtown. So earlier we were a little closer to the water and we have stepped away a little bit. So we're a little further away, about, I'd say at most a 10-minute drive, depending on traffic. So you're still not far away whatsoever. You can get to all the parks. We're surrounded by parks here, but you were a little further from Lake Erie if that's something that you wanted or that you were interested in. So it's just something, again, to keep in mind. You're still surrounded by stores, restaurants, and everything that you would want. So you never have to worry about that. But you just need to understand that these homes are a little older. There are a little bit of smaller lots, as you've seen throughout this video. The homes are a little closer, but everything is walkable, which is really nice. You can really get to things very easily. You can bike. Everyone's biking right now. School just let out, so I'm seeing kids running home, and I'm seeing people, sorry, not people, but children also a little older, riding their bikes home from school, which is really cool. Because you have that aspect, you have that feature and that capability. So it is a unique city where you can really get that no matter where you are. It's just dependent upon which area do you like best. Do you like tree-lined streets, or do you prefer it to be more open? You know, so when it comes to Lakewood, it's just about finding the right street for you, because you can find the right home and you will be able to find and make those updates however you please. All right, if you guys are interested in learning more about Cleveland, Ohio, or Lakewood, Ohio more specifically that we're going today, make sure to reach out, shoot me a text, give me a call, schedule a time to speak. All the contact information is down below in the description, and I'll be here to help. So if you're looking to move in 9 days, 9 months, whatever it may be, we're always gonna look to make a smooth transition and help you in any way possible. Alrighty, let's jump into it.